A person's dreams, goals, aspirations, whatever you want to call them, are one of the biggest differences between the average person and some of the most successful people that many of us look up to. I think a good example of this is Elon Musk. Whether you like him or not, there's no denying he's accomplished a lot of things in his life, and it doesn't look like he's stopping anytime soon. He created PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX, bought Twitter and rebranded it to X, and has plans of eventually putting humans on Mars. Now, obviously, all of those things are extremely difficult to accomplish, and I'm not trying to say that it wasn't, but I think the main thing that put him on that path was his dreams and goals. None of those things are opportunities you just stumble into while you just want to get a decent job and get by. From the beginning, he wanted to solve online payments, renewable energy, and put humans on Mars. I feel like most people who start out with goals that outlandish would be very quick to give up and settle for something a little bit easier. And I bet all of us have had ridiculous goals, maybe not that big, but nonetheless goals that we thought were too difficult and not worth trying. So I'm showing you this as an example that whatever goal you might have right now that feels completely unfathomable just might be possible. I think the first important thing to take note of here is the time horizon. All of these things were accomplished over 30 to 35 years. Many of us, myself included, feel rushed to accomplish some of our goals because we're inspired by it, or maybe it's a negative reason, like financial hardship. But it's important to realize that most of these incredible feats we see from the outside often take decades to accomplish, and that many of us have only just begun and we have plenty of time. We just need to be patient, develop good habits, and take each day one at a time, and eventually we'll be able to see the progress we've made. I think another good thing to take from this is that you should be doing something you really enjoy and believe in. This doesn't mean you need to be good at it from the beginning. You almost certainly won't be good in the beginning, but you'll like the process of getting better if you like what you're doing and it's important to you. And you may not be able to find that thing right away, so it might take some time and experimentation, and that's okay. Like I just talked about before, you have time. Eventually you'll find the thing that you feel like you're meant to do. Now, to get a bit more practical, how do you make a daily plan to attack these big goals? You need to break them down into smaller goals that will seem much more achievable. For example, maybe you want to eventually have six-pack abs, so you do some research and learn that you need to be very lean or low body fat to be able to see your abs. So maybe the way you break it down is by saying you need to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next few months. Then you research how to do that, and you'll likely find various different dieting and exercise methods. Then you would experiment yourself to find which of those methods you think would work better for you and commit to it for a longer period of time, like 60 to 90 days, and at the end of those few months you would likely be 5 to 10 pounds lighter and on the path to eventually seeing your abs. This is the basic idea of reverse engineering, and I think this is one of the best ways to accomplish your goals. Another great way of doing this is to look at someone who is in a similar position to where you would like to be in the future, look up the things that they did in the past to get there and how long it took them to get there. This will give you a good idea of some of the actions you'll likely need to take each day and how long it will take you to accomplish the goal. Not everything they did will work for you, and you might be able to get it done faster, or you might take much longer. It can also be good to look at multiple people in the same field and compare and contrast their methods of getting there, trying each one and seeing which one will work best for you. This is one of the best parts of the era that we're living in. Because of the internet and the access to so much information, we can learn from almost anyone and learn how to do pretty much anything. When you first start, you may not even be exactly sure what you want in terms of your goals, and I think this is a great way to figure that out. Through research and trial and error, you can figure out what things actually matter to you and what your definition of success is. And I think this is one of the most important aspects of this. We are all going to develop different goals and ideas of success. Obviously, we all want to be able to pay the bills and spend time with the people we like, but you might find that your idea of success is much different than some of the people you originally look up to. You might not want to make millions of dollars, you might want to do a bit less work and spend more time with your family and friends, you might be interested in a sport or a game that many people pursue competitively, and you might want to be more casual and just create content about it for a living. And goals like that are just as valid and worth pursuing. Don't let anyone tell you that your goals are wrong just because you don't want to be the absolute best in a singular field, and the same goes for the opposite as well. If you want to be the absolute best at something, go for it, and don't listen to the people telling you to have more balance in your life. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful and it gives you some perspective. I hope it helps you to dream bigger dreams and realize that you have plenty of time to accomplish those dreams. And I hope you guys have an awesome and productive rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.